Hey guys, my name is Shay, aka Stitchopotamus, here on YouTube, and this is my 25th Flosstube. I just looked that up, so I'm pretty sure it's correct, but you never do know. It'd be really ironic if it wasn't. It has been a month since I saw you last. I've been, like, not feeling the greatest. I've not been sick necessarily, but not feeling the greatest, which is probably allergies. Also crazy busy. So I'm still crazy busy, but I'm not nearly as tired and fatigued as I was. Haven't gotten a whole bunch of different projects done as per usual because I just haven't really felt good, and so I haven't really, like, when I'm at home and I'm just stressed out and tired. To be honest, sometimes I just scroll on my phone, even though I know that, like, I'd rather actually stitch. We'll talk about some new stuff that I'm doing, and then we will talk about new stuff, meaning things about stitching that are new for me. And we'll talk about some upcoming sales that I've heard about this past couple weeks, and I'll show you my stuff, and I'll show you my haul, and you can actually kind of see part of my haul right here. And then I'll let you go for the day. So, the things that I'm doing that are new is I'm actually gridding fabric. So you can see it right here. I'm gridding fabric. This is Little Library Style by CrossStitcher magazine, and because it is pretty much full coverage, and this first book cover is so, like, lots of confetti stitches, this was so much easier having done it with, or having gridded it first. I also started gridding. The first thing I gridded was actually my Starry Night style, as you can see here, which made that a lot faster, because part of the problem with the Starry Night style is that it takes forever to count it, and I get it wrong, and then I have to go back and tear it all out and do it all over again. So that's been nice to kind of do that. I'm not doing it for everything. Most of the time I'm fine. It is just these, like, really kind of stitch heavy projects where it might be a bit easier to count it that way. The other thing new that I did is I bought some beading needles from Peacemakers. Peacemaker is my favorite brand of needle, period. It tends to be what I use. Like, this is a Peacemaker here. And I went ahead and bought beading needles for the little library style, and I liked them. They were good. I'm kind of, like, iffy on beading needles, to be honest. I don't particularly always like them. They tend to be very flimsy. These ones are sharp as hell, and they are a little bendy, but they're not so bendy that they just kind of, like, I bend them too easily or I break them too easily. So that's something new that I did, is I bought some Peacemaker needles for that. Some new sales, upcoming sales. So a couple of the starts that I had, I will show you, are new sales, like fall sales that have been released, which we probably have already talked about all of those so far in other videos, right? So we've also talked to, another one that we've talked about already is Toadghoul. Toadghoul is by Noctiflora. I will be getting that one hopefully started this weekend. That's my plan, is to get it started this weekend. And I had a slight mishap with it that I'll share. So there's two recommended fabrics. There's this one. This is Midnight by Witch's Garden Crafts. This is in a 28 count even weave, and I've been wanting to do something. I bought this separately just as part of an order I made a couple months ago, and I'm just kind of obsessed with this fabric and haven't really had a chance to use it, and so I'll probably end up using this anyways, regardless of what else I'm about to share with you. But this is one of the recommended fabrics. The other one is Kayuri by BlackDahliaFabrics. And it is like a mottled green, gray, purple kind of color, which is really cool as well. And I went ahead and ordered it just in case I ended up liking that one better with the colors or something like that. But it got lost in the mail. It got lost in the mail. I bought that, the Toadghoul thread keeper, a needle minder, and a scissor fob that were all, like, Toadghoul themed. And it got lost in the mail. So my neighborhood's really bad about, like, there's another house on a different street that has a similar street address to mine, and so we get, like, packages mixed up all the time. And then I also thought maybe that they put it in a parcel locker without telling anyone, but so far it's not been seen. I'm waiting for the postal service to, like, find it or try to find it before I, like, have it reordered, because I don't think it's fair for me to reorder it and then have it delivered the next day, because has almost happened in the past. I think we returned the thing. I don't remember. Anyways, it's happened in the past, and I don't want to do that again. So most likely I'm going to use Midnight. Fine, because I was going to probably use it anyways, because I'm kind of obsessed with that fabric. And then when all the other stuff comes, I'll show you that too. But that's Toadghoul. The title is released, and everything else. The title's in the center, which is kind of different from Vampirum. In Vampirum, you had the title up top, and then it kind of came down into like a coffin shape. The title for Toadghoul is right in the center, and everything else is kind of arranged around it. So there's not really a frame so far as of yet, but I'll probably get the title done this weekend. It also uses neon DMC, which I'm kind of excited about. I've never used neon DMC, and I'll show you that. If anything about that's weird, I'll show you that later. Some new styles that I haven't talked about. We have Halloween Blackwork style by Steady Thread. I do the Steady Thread like free Blackwork style, year-long Blackwork style. This is the one that I don't know if she does it every year, but this one she's doing for just Halloween. And so far, I think it's just this like gate looking thing at the bottom. I haven't started that yet. Hopefully I'll probably start that this week, most likely. I already bought it. I just need to get stuff set up for it. I have to decide how I'm going to do it too. Ghoulish Grange by StayPlatinumStitchry has been not released. Like the pattern itself isn't, or like the listing isn't released. But she posted about it on their Instagram page, and that one looks really cool. I just did Wicked Woods by Stay Platinum, so I'm very excited about Ghoulish Grange. I think it's super cute. There's Teeny Weeny Halloweeny by Witchy Stitcher. Now, I'm not quite sure exactly how much of this is going to be more. I don't know exactly what this is going to look like. So part of it, the one that I have so far, let me back up a little bit. Sorry. I'm very kind of cluttered in my brain today. So Teeny Weeny Halloweeny by Witchy Stitcher is Patreon only. And I got an email in my inbox earlier in the week that was like Halloween cookies, like the old school Pillsbury Halloween sugar cookies. I don't know if she's going to be releasing kind of similar things, or if it's just going to be tiny Halloween patterns in various like setups and layouts and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. We'll find out. But I'm definitely going to do the Teeny Weeny Halloweeny Halloween cookies because they're cute. And I went ahead and bought a couple of. I've always done all of my Witchy Stitcher styles on the tea-dyed linen by Charles Craft. So I bought a couple rolls of that last time I was at Michael's, and I probably will use that depending on if it looks good. But I don't know. It's cute. I don't know. We'll see. I'll put a picture here if I can. If I have a way of putting a picture that doesn't involve a pattern, I will put it here so you can see. I don't know how it's going to look. I don't know what that layout is going to look like, if there's going to be enough of a cohesion to make it one big style, or if it's just kind of like, from the email, it sounds like she's just going to be releasing small Halloween patterns for free through Patreon, which, heck, that's cool anyways. It doesn't really matter. But we'll see. We'll see how that ends up looking. And then we also have Winter Folklore style by Witch's Garden Crafts, which was released on, I got an email about it because I'm on her Patreon, and it's going to start, I think, in November, and it's like winter folklore. I don't have much more information about that. I'll probably talk about it more when I know a bit more. But I've also started her Samhain Queen style as well, and I'll show you that here in just a second. So that's all the ones that I've seen. I've not been doing a whole bunch of research, to be completely honest. There's a couple of other styles kind of starting, I'm sure, but I just haven't really had time to do a whole bunch of research. But that's what I've seen so far. Let's discuss, actually, let me put this over here. Let's discuss what I've worked on. So I have 3 starts, and then I did some work on my Starry Night. That's really all I've done. It's not like a small amount of stitching, because there's nothing smaller than, I think Samhain Queen is the smallest of these 3 starts. It's not finished yet, or caught up yet. But even that is that's about 2,000 stitches, 1,500 stitches, something like that. And that's the smallest of these. So I've done a lot of stitching. I've not done a lot of stitching on a lot of things, and there's also been a lot of days during the week where I'm like, I can't do anything. I'm just going to doom scroll. So this is Samhain Queen by Witch's Garden Crafts. I have started, excuse me guys, I have started the frame. As you can see, that's all that's been released so far. There's about 800 stitches of just this green, and I want to say again, it was like 1,500 stitches or something to that effect. This is one of the 2 recommended fabrics. One of them is, this one is called, I talked about this in the last video. This one I think is called Wheat, perhaps. It's like a mossy green. Let me see. Nothing that a search of the email can't fix. Okay, sorry guys, that was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. If I put that there, it'll be in my way later. So there were 2 fabrics that you could pick from for Samhain Queen, and if you get Fabric of the Month from Witch's Garden Crafts, then you got both of them. I think the other one's coming. It hasn't come yet. Perhaps, I don't quite remember. But one of them was called Butternut, and the other one, this one, is called Wheat. Butternut was like an orangey yellow. I feel like I did get it. But I don't know where I put it. It's okay. I will find it later, I'm sure. Anyways, this is one I already had, so I went ahead and went with this one. This one is Wheat. I got it in 16 count. I also have Butternut somewhere around here, or in the mail, I'm sure. I've just started the frame. I tend to color complete, and I tend to start with whatever is the most on the pattern. That tends to be the easiest way to do it. I didn't do that quite for the little library, but I'll show you that soon. Samhain Queen by Witch's Garden Crafts. Not caught up yet, but not too far off of it either. Working on the frame. Yes, that was more painful than it definitely had to be. To be completely honest, that was much more painful than it had to be. Okay, this one is Little Library by CrossStitcher magazine. It's in CrossStitcher magazine. I don't know who it's by necessarily off the top of my head. And we have 2 books already, 2 book covers already done. We have Secret Guardian, we have Little Women. One of the things I decided I was going to do is if I hadn't read that book, I was going to go ahead and read it. And so I've read both of these in the past couple weeks, and they're not bad, but I probably would have liked them a lot more when I was a kid. Both of them, to be honest. Little Women was a little hard for me to get through because I was like, this. Like, I'm so glad it's so wholesome. Everything is very wholesome in that book. But at the same time, it's like, I just want a little drama. And not sad drama, like characters dying, right? Anyways, so I've got, this is all caught up. This has some beading. I don't like the way that she tends, or that CrossStitcher magazine sales tend to do their backstitching, because it is, I mean, it is a lot of backstitching and French knots and all that kind of stuff. But it looks cute. It looks good. I like it. It's a little messy, but it'll look better once it's stretched and, you know, ready to frame if I ever frame it. So I'm caught up on Little Library from the CrossStitcher magazine. This is Twigs and Tea. Twigs and Tea is by Friend Frog Stitching. It is all caught up except for the most recent release, which was this weekend. And it's like a little goose. I want to say it's in one of these frames. I'd have to look to make sure, but it's all caught up. Aside from that, there's just a waist knot there. There's always a waist knot somewhere. It's all caught up. This fabric is 14 count, I believe. It might be 16 count. 16 count Tea Time by Witch's Garden Crafts. It's almost caught up. I think I might have just said it was all caught up. It's not all caught up. It's not behind, but it's not all caught up either. And it won't take me very long to catch up because her releases tend to be very small. Though I do have a shit ton of stuff I need to be doing, so I probably will have to relegate this one and catch up on it later. And this one's definitely not caught up. I did 5 or so more days of it. 5 or so more releases of it, I should say. But I'm still like 25 weeks is, I think, where we're at. So I'm still like 10 weeks behind. I got to a point where I got kind of bored with it and just had to go, and I think I started Tea Time, or Twigs and Tea. But this is Starry Night by Urban Stitcher. Urban Stitches, rather. I got myself behind, and I'm really, really far behind, and this one takes forever to do, because as you can see, it is Blackwork and not your traditional cross-stitching, and it is oftentimes time intensive because, I mean, yeah, it's just time intensive. I'm not going to go into that. As you can see, I started gridding it, so I've gridded out all of this, and then when I get down to here, I'll start gridding again, because I think that's been the easiest way to do it, to be honest, just keeping it up that way. And yeah, I'll just have to keep chipping away at this. It's just the way it is. So that's all the stitching I've gotten done, because again, it's been a bit of a wild and crazy time here. Not in a fun way, but it has been wild and crazy. Let's talk stash. Okay, so first thing first, what I'm really excited about, this is my, that was loud, sorry. This is my Halloween mystery stitch along from Forbidden Fiber Co. And it comes with all this cool stuff. I'm not going to show you a whole bunch of it just because I don't know that it's necessarily what I should do, but it comes with a lot of stuff. Alright, so from what I've gathered is this is similar to the Hobbit one that I did a while ago. No, similar to the Goonies one I did a while ago, which I think would have been around this time last year. So they give you a pattern. I wonder if it has like that frame, or if that frame is just for the sake of, let me look, because that frame is wild. I don't know that I want to do that kind of thing. No, it doesn't. Okay, good. So you have however improbable is the pattern. And from what I remember is that each of these clues includes all the floss that you need. So each of these little envelopes are a clue. And each clue includes the floss. And I can feel the floss in here, so it sure does. And that is going to help you find out what each color in this pattern is meant to be. So you, the Goonies one was daily. This one I believe is probably daily as well. And so, yeah. So there's that. And there's also something about a map. This is a map I'm not going to show you just in case that I shouldn't. And it comes with all these other cool goodies. So this is the fabric and twisted coconut, which I'm pretty sure I have some of this somewhere else too. So that's cute. Nice and easy, neutral. Comes with all of your clues, and there are lots of them. I don't know. 2, 4, 6, 10, 12, 13. So 13 clues. It comes with this little instruction sheet with how to do it. So years ago, beloved designer Eleanor Cartwright vanished without a trace, no answers, no closure, but now 13 mysterious clues have arrived, each in her handwriting. Inside every package, you'll find a piece of the mystery. Read each clue carefully and find the reference location on the enclosed map. By the end, you'll have the full story. So, I like stuff like this. I love a good SAL, and I love a good mystery SAL, and then theirs always come with, like, crime is common, logic is rare, and I have taken to living by my wits. That's cute. There's always come with a lot of cool stuff that kind of like the theme matches. So I have some tea. It's Darjeeling, which isn't always my favorite type of tea, but I will drink it. A bee is an exquisite chemist, is the little needle minder. A thing of wax melts. And then a cute little bag, elementary, my dear Watson. Some powdered tea sugar cookies and key lime. And then a magnifying glass, which I don't know if this is necessary for the thing, I will see, but a magnifying glass. So, that's what we got going on over there. How am I going to do this? I'm going to put this somewhere safe. No! Oh, the little zipper pull is like a pocket watch. Pocket watch, cute. I'm going to put all of this into this bag, so as to keep things together and safe and out of my way. Alright. Alright. So that's Fiber and Forbidden Fiber Co. The Sherlock Mystery Whodunit Stitch On. And then In that packet of beading needles, beads, all that kind of stuff, I also bought a star detailer, which I have another version of this. This is just something you can use to kind of pull tails through, like to anchor tails in cross stitch. So I just thought I'd show you. But I have a different version of this, the one that comes with a little heart on it. I don't know who makes it. I have my Starker's Calling floss. And that is in Strawberry Blonde, Moulin Rouge, and Black Magic. I don't remember what the theme was. And then You've Got This, which is really cute, little needle minder. This is going to be a short video, but that's okay. I've got my Silk of the Month from BeStitchMe. So we have Canary, Butter, we have Kumquat, Heat Waves, Paprika, Phoenix, and we have Strawberry Lemonade. So those are all my silks. And I'm going to do what I should do all the time and do most of the time, is these. So as to keep these safe and to not... I'm really low energy today, guys. I'm so sorry. But it is what it is. I just don't feel the greatest. That's the best job I can do today. Right, there we go. Okay, cool. I also have Jack-o'-lantern, which is my August fabric of the month. Again, or I've said it in the past, I do the type of fabric of the month from BeStitchMe, where I get a neutral, I get a fun color, a neutral, and a bright, I think is probably more what it's called. I get mine in Lugana, because that's one of my favorite types of fabric, period, across the brands. And this is pretty. It's like a good orange. I don't know that I have a lot of orange. It's good orange. And this one's also very sad. I'm very sad about this. So because of all the stuff going on in the world, meaning all the bullshit going on in the world, I can't get to my the stuff that I enjoy doing, right? So I'm going to blur that out so you can't see it. So these are my Simply Narelle bags. I have the bag of the month from Simply Narelle. Simply Narelle is out of Australia. And because she's out of Australia, shipping is astronomical right now to the States. And as much as I love these bags, I have to put that on a pause because I'm not going to pay more than the bag is. Like, the bag is itself like 40 bucks, right? Which is not a big deal, right? You get a lot of goodies, you get a lot of fun stuff. I enjoy getting them. Their bags are great, right? But I'm not going to spend more in shipping than the bag is worth. Like, that just doesn't seem like good common sense. She always sends a matching skein of floss, a pattern, a little card, yeah. And so I had to email her this week and say, hey, look, I don't know that I can keep doing that for right now. I'll start it up again when my country gets its shit together, whenever that happens. So that's very sad to me because I have been getting her bags for a while now. But these were freebies that I got from my friends. So this was an extra Cat Tarot, the Chariot from Dirty Annie. My friend Shayla had an extra copy of it and gave it to me. And then my friend Sonia, forget exactly how she got her hand. She was helping kind of de-stash for someone who I think was ill. And so she had, a couple big boxes of patterns. I like things that are like themed for whatever reason. And so I went ahead and got all these hands-on designs, like Farmhouse Chalk series. So I have Star Spangled Swine Farm, which I think is apropos. I have Autumn Acres Farm. I have Queen Bee Flower Farm. I have Holly Jolly Farm. I have Sunflower Manor. I have Jack-o'-lantern Junction Farm. That one's cute. And then I have Let It Snow Bungalow. So I like sets of things. I like things that are in series. And so I went ahead and grabbed those from her. And then again, an extra copy of Dirty Annie's Cat Tarot. Sorry for being a bit on the low energy side again and being a bit scattered. I'm looking forward to some of these sales as soon as I catch up on everything else that I'm working on. But I wanted to make sure I took some time and talked to y'all today as well. Holler if you need me, if you have any questions, if you have any thoughts, if you have any feelings, and I'll see you next time. Bye!